the day after the biggest night in Hollywood, the Academy Awards, and we are ready to talk red carpet. We're talking about the victors, from those who got the Oscars to those who slayed the red carpet style-wise. Plus all the misses and the moments. And here to break it all down for us this evening's Kim Holcomb. Hello, my friend.
Hello.
Thank you for being here.
It is totally my pleasure.
On a Monday morning, I'm really grateful. So, you know, I almost came to your house last night to watch the awards because I love watching the awards with you. You know literally everything. Because you've been covering the awards, I understand, since you were 8 years old.
Yes, of course. For many, many years, that meant it was just me in my living room alone with the remote control. Talking about it. But yeah, no, I do. I love, it's like my Super Bowl. The Oscars are like my Super Bowl.
It is your Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So let's get into it. The Oscar goes to, who was the big winner of the night?
Oppenheimer, which was pretty predestined. Like, most people knew that it was going to win the big ones, but I thought that it was still thrilling because it is crazy to me that Christopher Nolan had never won for directing prior to last night.
Right.
Robert Downey Jr. had also never won an Oscar before last night. So even though we all sort of knew that they were going to win going into it, it was still wonderful to see because they are both so deserving. And truly, Oppenheimer, I've watched it twice now, and I think I liked it even more the second time that I watched it. I was able to understand a little bit more and get a little bit more out of it. It is an epic film. It deserved Best Picture. It won Best Picture, Best Director, Best Actor, Cillian Murphy, who also, I was so excited for him. I have loved him for a long time.
Yes.
It's so great to finally see him get his due. So yeah, Oppenheimer, big winner.
You know, and I'm glad to see it. And I'm glad a historic movie that really talks about so many different issues really grabbed the attention of the viewing audience. So I'm really happy to hear that. Another unexpected but well-deserved for Best Supporting Actress from the movie The Holdovers.
Yes, Davine Joy Randolph. If you guys have not seen The Holdovers, oh my gosh, I cannot recommend it more. It is so wonderful. Paul Giamatti stars in it also, and he is incredible as well. It was just a very difficult year for the Best Actor category. But my favorite part about her win was how joyful he was for her as well. He sort of helped her up to the stage. He was crying when she was giving her speech.
Paul was?
And it was, everything that she said was so meaningful. It was basically like, stick with it. I was not seen until I started acting, and I had a special teacher who saw it in me and helped me find who I am as a human through acting, and that's what led me to this stage today. It was a beautiful speech.
I have the chills.
Yeah, it was so good.
That is wonderful, and a great movie overall. She plays a very emotional part, a mother who's lost a child.
Yes.
I actually haven't seen it yet, but I cannot wait to see that film.
So good.
Another surprise was in Best Actress. So lots of people thought it would be Lily Gladstone from Flowers of the Killer Moon, but it went to Emma Stone.
Yes, Killers of the Flower Moon. Such a good movie, and she is really transformative in it. She, of course, we were rooting for her also because she went to Mountley Terrace High School, and so she's local. But what it had really, you know, they've kind of gone back and forth during award season. Emma won a couple, Lily won a couple. Momentum seemed to be going towards Lily, and Emma was truly shocked when they called her name. But she had a really lovely part of her acceptance speech where she said, I share this with you, Lily, because they have become truly great friends during award season. Emma sort of reached out to Lily and was like, I know this is crazy. I know you've never experienced all of this before. If you need anything, I am here for you and can kind of help you navigate award season.
Good for her.
And so it was a really beautiful and real part of her speech when she called her out. It was great.
I love that.
Yeah.
And I love both of those actresses so much.
Yes,
so.
and look, Lily didn't win, but she also is not defeated. She has such a bright future ahead of her, which is a long time coming too. She's been acting for 20 years and is finally getting her due.
I love hearing those stories. All right, okay. Okay, then Spider-Man, you felt like it was a real miss for you, and it has a local connection.
Yes, I feel like Spider-Man got robbed. I feel like it should have won for Best Animated Film. They created new technology to create this animation. Plus, it's just an amazing script and so emotional and meaningful. So Chris Miller is one of the creators of this film, producer, director, and he grew up in Lake Stevens, so obviously I was a little biased there as well. But he tweeted out, look, if you're gonna lose, at least it's to the GOAT, because The Boy and the Heron won, which was created by legendary Japanese animator, who I don't believe had ever won before.
Okay, so fair, that's good.
All's well that ends well. But again, if you haven't seen the new Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
I have seen it. It's amazing.
amazing.
Incredible.
Yes.
Okay, let's talk about some of your favorite moments. They brought 2 winners back.
So the way that they gave the awards for acting is they brought out 5 past winners.
5 past winners.
And each of those past winners introduced a current nominee. So every single nominee sort of got their moment in the sun. They got recognition so that whether they ended up winning or not, they were honored. And it was so lovely, especially because, look, Hollywood is a small town. A lot of these people know each other.
Yeah.
So some of the introductions were funny, almost like mini roasts, or they were just so heartfelt.
Yeah.
And it was, I think they should do it every year from here on out. It was really
That is
lovely.
great.
Yeah.
It did. It looked like a quorum. It's very
Yes,
cool and
exactly.
official.
Plus, you're seeing all of these it's like all these goats on the stage recognizing the goats in the audience. It was very cool.
That is so cool. Okay. So this one was funny. Okay, the nudity, almost nudity with John Cena. Okay, tell me more.
Okay, it started out as a bit where he was supposed to be streaking across the stage to commemorate the streaker that actually happened in the 1970s, but he acted like he didn't want to do it. Then Kimmel convinced him to come out on the stage, and he was using the envelope to cover himself.
That's a big envelope.
It was an extra large envelope. It totally landed. The timing was perfect. And then, of course, he couldn't open the envelope.
Well, obviously.
Because he would have been opening us up to a lot to see. So they ended up covering him in a drape toga. And it was, at that point in the show, for me, the highlight of the entire show because it was so funny.
Good. What a good sport, John Cena.
Yes.
Okay, finally we have to end with Ken because I saw all over social media this was the big hit.
This then became the highlight of the show for me. So Ryan Gosling got out there and he sang I'm Just Ken, the anthemic song, which was also nominated for Best Song from Barbie. And it crushed. His vocals were incredible. The production value was incredible. The other actors from the film, like Simu Liu was out there dancing with him too. They had the words up on big screens, like karaoke, so everyone in the theater could sing along. And it was really a reminder, because Barbie kind of got shut out. It won for Best Song for Billie Eilish and Phineas's song. But other than that, it didn't win anything. But this was a reminder of why it was a global phenomenon.
Yes.
And people loved it and will continue to love it. So again, even though Ryan Gosling didn't win his category, he kind of won the night.
I love it. That gave me the chills too because it was such a fun thing.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, Kim, thank you so much for sharing all this, for sharing all the back story and the insight on it. So, you know, it's not just Hollywood's night, it's America's night in that sense.
It's a way for us to all celebrate the entertainment that we love. It brings us joy in our lives.
Yeah.
And so I love seeing one more night of us thanking everybody who brings it to us.
Yeah, amen.